Welcome to Tensions Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to be doing a reading on Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to ask two questions and then I'm going to let whatever come out come out. I might use these. I don't know yet. Okay, so let's see. Jeffrey Epstein. So the first question I want to know was, did he unalive himself? Okay. Did he unalive himself? He uses this because it's basically a yes or no question. So let's see. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So Queen of Pentacles is a yes, but the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, how you say it? It's like they know how to handle business. So they are good at what they're doing. So let's see why the yes came out. So say yes, okay. So what was the reason? So we have social media, bullying, and false flag, right? So here in the middle is bully. So bully means, you know what bullying means? It means that somebody is either taunting you, harassing you, or doing certain things to you, and treating you in a harsh way, or trying to get you to do something, trying to get you to not do something, whatever it is. You know how bullies do, they it's like they antagonize, right? So we have that. And then over here we have the media, and the media could be any type of media, social media, the news, or whatever it is, right? And then we have the false flag. So that means a false flag is something that didn't happen, but it was to create a reaction or an outcome, but it's not real. Okay. So we have here, it was some type of harsh treatment going on here. But it's connected to the media and something that wasn't true, or the situation wasn't true. So we need to look more into that, what that's talking about, right? So now we have this. So we got the school, and the school, it means, it has a couple of meanings. So for one, is children, and then on the other one, it is somebody educating themselves on something. So they're learning about something. Education, learning, right? School, children, educating yourselves on something. And then we have yes, the confirmation, and then mistakes. So we have confirmation about the media. Okay, so it's saying yes, there's something, some type of connection to media, but the media could also be ways of communicating. It could be your text messages, it could be your email or whatever, social media, news, whatever it is, some type of media. And here is confirmation with something is with the media. And then here we have educating yourself and also children. So we have the harsh treatment of children, or it's also, and it could also mean that somebody is educating themselves on how to do something. So on how to do something to somebody, how to bully somebody, how to do something. So it could be a combination of both. So it could be the harsh treatment of children, but it could also be somebody is bullying these children into doing something. So you go both ways. All right. Because we're trying to figure out why did he do something. Okay, so it's something about the social media things that's being put out in the news, the mistreatment of children could be, this is what we're talking about. And then here, something um, that's not true that's happened, but it's also connected to a mistake. Mistake means you don't, it's not intentional. Something that you don't intend to do. All right, we need to figure this out. Let's see. Oh, that meant to come out. It's upside down. Okay, somebody is upside down. Oh, this one. Yes. Okay. All right. So now we have something being consumed. So consuming things taken into the body, and it could be eating something. It could also be what you take in visually, mentally, or however you want to put it. Things being taken into the body, consumed into the body. Here. Then you have elder. So this is people. This is someone that's older than you, but it also could mean that like grandparents or something like that. But it just means somebody that's older. And then you have a relationship here. All right. So here you have the harsh treatment by children by somebody that's older. Okay. We got the bullying of the children by someone that's older. We have things coming out or being talked about in the media, but see, it's not true. Whatever is this false flag is, like I said, it means that something that you do was set in place or create or do, however you want to put it, to make something seem another way or to create an illusion. So if I want it to seem like something else is happening, I'll say that or I'll put it to make it look like that is what happened. But in actuality, I'm doing that to conceal something else. So that's what the false flag is. And then here you have that with somebody that he's in a relationship with. See the false flag, somebody that you have a relationship with, and mistakes were made. So what are the mistakes connected to? right here, the children. And then here is things being consumed into the body. So I don't even know what they said. I think they said he hung himself, I believe. Okay. But here is things being taken into the body. But this doesn't necessarily have to be news. I believe this is the messages, the communication that's happening here. People taking in things. And then here, this could be taken in, like I said, somebody is consuming something. Here, that's connected to the relationship. Now, let's see. This came out when I said I need to find out what these mistakes are. This came out right here. And then we got the mind games with the recreational. Mind games is similar to this, which is somebody playing games. They're trying to manipulate you. Okay. That's the manipulation. And then here with the recreational is something that you enjoy doing in your spare time. It's also a recreational area, somebody that you enjoy or something that you enjoy doing in your recreational time. Okay. So here is the recreational and the mind games. So that's the mistake. It's the things that people were doing in there as for fun and entertainment, but it was manipulation involved in that, or they're playing mind games or trying to be manipulative about the things that they were doing for fun and recreation. That's the mistake. Okay. But whoever this person that you're in a relationship with is like somebody is trying to have a false narrative about what's actually going on here, and y'all made some mistakes. But the mistakes is connected to the things that you were doing in your spare time that you found enjoyment in, but also it's the mind games or the manipulation or that's behind whatever that you were doing. Okay, let's see. So let's sit that to the side. So here you have this. Okay. Then this is the man, a male, a son, somebody's son. Okay. It's just a male. Okay. And then here is connected to somebody that he lives with, somebody that he shared space with, somebody that he lived with. They're creating a false scenario, a false event, okay, a false situation to cover up something. Some type of communication that's going on, some type of social media. So some type of communication, some type of messaging or whatever it is that's going on with this guy here. Okay. Because somebody already knew it. Okay. Somebody knew. Let me see something. So this is a secluded area. It says cabin in the woods, but it's just a place that's secluded. Something being stolen. What's being taken? The children. Okay. Somebody's obsessed with something. So that means, you know what obsessed means? You obsessively doing something. You can't let something go here. And that's connected to the mistakes. And the mistakes is saying here that You are being watched for the mistakes that you're doing. So you created or you did some mistakes, and now you're being watched for them, or now it has been discovered. Okay. So here is the isolation, and yes, there's confirmation on the yes. So here you having these people. Someone is being isolated or in an isolated location, secluded area, whatever you want to call it. Something or someone has been taken, stolen, and then that's the obsessed. The obsessed is connected to the mistakes. And then what I said, the mistakes were connected to things that you do in your spare time, but it's manipulation behind it. So you're playing mind games about the things that you enjoy doing in your spare time. But here is, see the person that he shared a space with, somebody that he's in a relationship with. And see here, the person that's older. So you have an older person connected to these children that's giving them the harsh treatment, right? So let me see. I'm trying to see what this consume. Okay, so now we got adultery, reunite, and karma. So adultery, this means that somebody is in, they're supposed to be in a relationship. So you're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody, but you're stepping out, right? Because you're consuming certain things. So you're taking in some things. You are being like I said, you're taking in something, either could be visually into the some way you're indulging in something here. So you're committing adultery because you're indulging in certain things. But see the adultery in the secluded area, and it's connected to some man right here, right? Now you have the reunite, okay? That means you're meeting up with someone. And then you have the karma. So the reunite, you got an older person, then you got the karma with the relationship. So here you are, somebody who is supposed to be in a relationship. See, they're indulging in things that they shouldn't be doing, indulging in right here, right? Somebody that he stayed with. And then see, this is the karma. So this is somebody getting back at you in some type of way. But it's connected to the relationship that he's in. Could be the, how you say her name? Ghislaine. Okay. So now you have the karma because of the things that you're doing. But also here you have somebody on the outside. So you have to read like that. Let me show you how this is right. This is in the back. This is him. And this is the circumstances surrounding it. Okay, but you're reading it all together. So here you have somebody coming and indulging in certain things. They're meeting up with this older person who has the children, but then also this here is going on. So it looks as if he did do it, but it's because of what has been coming out about him in the media, about him doing the things that he's doing. And the person who helped play a role in whatever has happened or has happened is the person that he was in a relationship with and they shared some type of space with. Okay, so now you got the information. See, like I said, the communication, something about this man. This is the information that somebody has. Somebody has some type of information. So that will cause this. It's connected to this. So you get into it with somebody because somebody has some information that they have shared about you, found out about you. Now you having the altercation. Okay. So it could be there, how you say, you know how to do the bad cop, good cop. So somebody in there roughing you up because they want information or whatever. But here is the altercation that happened and here. So they had something going on here for him to even get to this, because this means, doesn't mean you actually did it yourself all the time. It just could mean the things that you're doing, your actions or behaviors could lead to your demise right here, which is this, and then here. Okay. But next to this over here, we have the false flag with somebody that he shared a space with, and a delay. That means you're trying to stop something or delay something from happening. See the false flag, somebody that he shared a space with, it's a delay. So it's to cause some type of delay or postpone something from happening. The delay with the altercation because of some information. So here is somebody creating a situation to where it's like you're trying to buy time. But it seems like whoever he was dealing with was buying time for themselves, not for him. Because you got the karma here. So now you got the police abandoning guilty, right? So this is supposed to happen at the police station, right? So now you have this, somebody being left somewhere, somebody that's guilty. Okay. So we're going to read this two ways. You have the police left him. Because how I'm feeling this is that they were doing stuff, but see, they already knew what was going to happen. So that's why they left him alone. They already had this happening. They already had an altercation. Then here, see, an isolated area, the police isolated area. Yes, the police left him by himself. And then here you have somebody being abandoned, left behind, left by yourself because something was taken. And it's because of the children. So it could be, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that because you're guilty. But here, see the guilty, the delay, and the karma. Somebody is obsessed with, they couldn't let it go because of the things that they were doing and they didn't want people to know. The guilty behind this, but it's a delay. But then you have the information here about people who are in relationships indulging in things, taking in certain things. Okay, but the police has the information, the authorities. Okay. Now, the sun, the court, and the relocate. The sun is about success. Successful people indulging in things that they shouldn't indulge in. But the sun also illuminates, highlights the truth of a situation. So things come to light when the sun shines on it. So when things come out, it highlights certain things. And they already have the information here. Over here, you have the court. So that means that somebody is in the system. So somebody's got the court, okay? Then you have meeting up with somebody. So that means you went back to something. So either you met back up with somebody, you went back to another the same location you've been before. You went back to something that you previously did, reuniting. It just coming back to something that you previously had some type of interaction with. Okay. And this is someone older. So this could be an older person, but could be an old situation. Okay. So maybe he had previous dealings with this previously. I don't know. Not necessarily about this situation, but it could be. But maybe there was some type of thing previously that he was dealing with in the courts because it's saying he's already in the system. Okay. And then he's already in the system about this. Okay. About connected to these children here. And like I said, it means children, but it also means you educating. So that means you're learning something else. You're learning about something being taken and being abandoned and left behind. But here's the altercation. That means a disagreement, a physical altercation, or a verbal altercation. You're getting into a heated debate, whatever it is, with somebody else. Okay. Now you have the relocate. So that means the traveling or moving somebody from one place to another. The person he's in the relationship with. Okay. Maybe they wanted to be moved or go to a different location as well. Because I don't even really know the full story. Okay. So whatever this is in the background, it has something to do with the person that he was dealing with. Is a part of it. We already know that part. But is a part of why he ain't here and what happened and what's going on. Cause see this? Because I said it's like they're trying to make it better for themselves. I'm gonna, enlighten you on some things, but I need it to work in my favor. Okay. So that is the first question. We're gonna leave it right there, and then I'm gonna ask the next question. So I'm gonna pause so I can shuffle my cards, and then I'm gonna. Okay, so I got the card shuffled. Now I want to say the Queen of Pentacles came out as the yes. Now, Queen of Pentacles can be a feminine energy, and we see that it's the woman in the background. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's good in, like I said, financial business-wise, but they're also a nurturer and a caretaker. So they handle things for you. They take care of things, but they're good in business. Put that with that. Okay. So the next question I wanted to ask was, are there government officials involved? They say it is. Okay. Government officials are involved with what he had going on. Okay. Yes. And then you got the world card. Okay. Now the world card means things have come to a completion or to an end, and it's time to move forward to something else, right? All right. So, are government officials involved in this? Yes. Let's see. So we have cross state lines, city, county, state, country, stranger danger, and caution. So stranger danger, that means this is somebody that you don't even know. Okay, you have to be careful with this person because you don't know them. It could be a dangerous person. So here is somebody you don't know as well as you think you may know. And this person is, like I said, dangerous. Then this is cross state lines. Cross state lines mean this goes across state lines, but it just means that you take somebody from where they are to somewhere else. But in this aspect, this is all throughout. Okay, it carries throughout. And then here's the caution: you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So they are involved. They got to be careful because it's a dangerous situation that they don't know who to trust. So you got to be careful because this is all throughout. Okay, what is this? This. All right. So now we have the face card, capacity and fire. So, like I said, you got to be careful because you don't know who you're dealing with because people have the capacity to make things happen. Okay. They have the ability, the capabilities of doing certain things. So you got to be careful. Over here, it is, like I said, it's all throughout. So that means it's not exclusive to one place. It's been going out different places. Okay. But here you have that with the face card. So that means this distinct facial feature. So that means um, the faces. So that means you're going to recognize these people because these are things that are going in different locations. So we're going to recognize their faces. Here it is, you got to be careful. It's a intense situation. So that means it's highly volatile. Then you got this card coming out. So that means something has the capacity to get out of hand because you recognize these people because it's going through all out. So you got to be careful. That's why they are involved in the situation because they got to protect themselves. And then you got the world card here is all throughout. And the world card means you have to put something has to end so something new can begin, or you have to put something, you have to let that part go, let it end so you can move forward, right? Okay. Yeah. So now you have the magician. The magician is a liar and a manipulator, and somebody who tries to make things appear another way and try to manipulate you into believing something that's not true to get what they want, to get their way. See, this person has the capacity to do certain things, the magician, and then you have to be careful with this person. Now, this is internal things going on internally inside of you, but it could also just be things internal. So, just like you say, you don't know the inner workings. Okay, so internal within the chaos. So this is within. See, so now you have things happening throughout. Like I said, we're going to recognize these people by their faces. And here's the internal thing. So that means the inside, what's happening internally. We may not see it. Okay. Then I already explained that. And then see the chaos with the intense situation. So you got to be careful. So it's like, this is a chaotic situation. We got to get this under control because it's going to be intense. We got to be careful. So that's why the bullying and the altercation took place with him, because you're going to do this or you're going to do that. Okay. So this is somebody saying, oh, okay, this is widespread. This is not specific to like these certain people. It's people you're going to recognize, people who got power, people who can manipulate the situation. And then you got the violence right here. Okay. Look, so now you have this. We already know what this is. Okay. But it's that, and it also means things that leads to death in different situations, whether there's domestic violence, that type of stuff. It can mean that too. But there's something that has caused or will or has caused the death of many people. Change of fortune. So something switched up. Okay. Either it can be for your fortune or for mine. So things could change and be for the better for you or the worse for you. The better for me or the worse for me. So this is a change of fortune here. Then you have the people that are connected to the situation. So they are affiliated. So you got to be careful. Over here, got to be careful. Then you don't know what's going to happen. So here you got this. Then the change of fortune, because it runs throughout. Okay, it's going to change things up for somebody, whether it's for the good or for the bad. So this could change the fortune, change the situation. This is because it's connected. It's connected to the situation. Everything is allegedly, I'm saying, is on the screen. This card come back out. All right, so now we got time, adultery, and the emperor. So I already said what this means. You in a relationship. Now, I said you're in a relationship and you're stepping out. It doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. It could be the relationship, any relationship. You and another person are in cahoots or in connection to each other, but you are doing things on the outside that you should not be doing. That's against the rules of the relationship. Put it like that. Okay. So you have this. Okay. Because you can. Because you can. You're doing things because you can. You got the ability. Okay. And then this is the timing of something. Somebody is planning a time, something is happening at a specific time, or something that's happened over a period of time. The timing. This is the authority, the emperor, the person that's in control, the person who's running things, the emperor. Okay. So you're doing things because you can, but it's not in agreement with what you agree. It's out of the agreement. So whatever the relationship was, you were supposed to do that, but you're stepping out doing things that you're not supposed to do just because you can. And here, it's an intense situation. This is connected to the chaos. Okay, see the timing of something, because you're going to recognize who these people are. You know who these people are. The face is known. So it's something about this person's face that's going to make you recognize them. So that means you know their face. Here, the change to fortune, you had the timing had to be right to change the fortune, because things are going on internally in the inside that we don't know. Card upside down. Okay. So now we have guilty. Guilty, which means you're guilty, right? Okay. Now you're trying to conceal something. You're trying to disguise it, make it look like something else, alter the appearance of something, conceal the identity of something, disguise something, make it unrecognizable. See, you being tricky. You're trying to make something. You're trying to disguise something by making it look like something else, or you being manipulative, trying to disguise something because of the guilt. And also here, right here, this right here. This is what the chaos is connected to. So I ain't gotta read it. Okay. See, it's connected to the authority. The people that are in control, that is behind this. They're all connected. It's all connected. It's connected. Oh, sure. It's gonna be long. One more. Now you got somebody's legacy. The legacy is something that is created by you or a person. A person created the legacy. The legacy could be whatever you leave behind. It could be your children, something that you have developed, created. Okay, so you got the legacy. Okay. Third party agent, somebody else stepping in. See, somebody else on the outside coming in to assist. The legacy. You're trying to get something back. You're trying to retrieve something. Retrieving something, going to get something picking something up. Whatever, you're going to get something. You're trying to get something back. Got to be careful. See the connections here? So here is the legacy, something that you created. You got somebody on the outside helping you to change, switch things up. You got it coming from everywhere. Okay. Okay. The hidden agenda connected to the third party. Something is going on here that they don't want you to know. See the timing of something? Because you're going to recognize these people that you know, okay, have a hidden agenda. And see the timing of certain things connected to their hidden agenda. Now they got somebody else coming to help them switch it up. Because see, now you got the world card. This plays a factor in it too. The world card, like I said, is when you try to end something to bring something new in, or something has to end so you can move on. Okay. Now the guilty connected to that. Now you have the hidden agenda. See, now you got it connected to this. Okay. It's self-explanatory what this card means. But like I said, you're supposed to be in agreement, but you're stepping out of it. This is intentional. Okay. Here, see the isolation, isolated this person because of how intense the situation is. Fire is intensity. Volatile, however you want to put it. They're going to make it look like something else. They try to make it look like something else so you don't see what's really going on. Go back to the first question. The first question. Habitual line stepper. So that means you keep doing it. You keep overstepping boundaries. You overstepping somebody's boundaries continuously. Here's the mistake. You didn't mean it for it to go the way that it did, but it did. But now you're being monitored for the mistakes that you've made in the past. Over here, that's why this person is gone. Okay. What are these two cards? Okay. So this is the first one, and that's the second one that came out. So we got the violence. Let's look at it though. A promise, a vow, trauma, sacrifice, fight. Okay. And then a body, of a man, harsh treatment. Okay. All right. Violence. Okay, we know what violence. The key. Somebody has key information, or this is the key to the situation. So this is what what it really is. Okay. This, like the key, like I have key information, I have vital information. Okay. Cut them off. You don't want to deal with them no more. That's connected to the violence. Cut them off. But this person has information, key information. Then you have the money, cars, and clothes. That's the possessions, the things that you have. Okay. Mm-hmm. See the success, the power, and the control, the finances, money, cars, and clothes. That's material things, material gain. Success looks like that. Then you got the power and the control. Your power, you control things. This is the communication, the thoughts, and the communication right here. This is what we're focused on. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're thinking about. The money, cars, and clothes, and the power. These are our thoughts and our communication. He got information. Get him out of here. But then you got the person in the background making a deal. I was going to pull more, but it's already an hour. So that's why I'm going to leave it right here. So you can leave the comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching.